Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the topic gas laws. Okay. So generally gas laws give relationship between different measurable properties of the gases. So what are the different measurable properties of the gases? Measurable properties of the gases are what? Like volume, temperature, pressure, and amount of the gas. Amount of the gas means what? Number of moles of the gas. So like this, the relationship between different measurable properties of the gases, okay, can be given by using gas laws. Okay, there are different types of gas laws. Okay, in that the first one is Boyle's law. So what is the first law? Boyle's law. So Boyle's law is one of the important gas laws. Okay, in Boyle's law, the relationship between volume and pressure will be given. The relationship between volume and pressure. So here, volume of the gas is inversely proportional to pressure of the gas. Volume of the gas is inversely proportional to pressure of the gas. In which case, Boyle's law. So in Boyle's law, the volume of a given mass of gas is inversely proportional to what? Its pressure. So this is what relationship between volume and pressure given by Boyle's law. This is taken at what? Constant temperature. At constant temperature. So at constant temperature, the volume of a given mass of gas is inversely proportional to what? Its pressure. Okay. So like this here. Now given mass of the gas means what? We are taking constant mass. So here totally how many measurable properties? Number of moles, volume, pressure, and temperature. So here what are constants here? T is constant, N is constant. Temperature, capital T, temperature is kept constant. Number of moles means given mass is constant. So what is number of moles formula? Given mass by gram molecular mass. Given weight by gram molecular weight is nothing but number of moles. So number of moles is kept constant and temperature is kept constant. And relationship between what and what? Volume and pressure. How these two are related when number of moles constant and temperature is constant? They are inversely proportional to each other. Volume and pressure both are inversely related to each other. Okay. So if volume of the gas increases, pressure of the gas decreases. That means when you apply more pressure on the gas, when you increase the pressure on the gas, the volume decreases. That is compressibility. If you apply pressure on the gas, what happens to volume? Volume decreases. This is called compressibility. At constant temperature, it happens. That point keep in mind. So this is relationship between volume and pressure given by Boyle's law. First one. And the second law is what? Charles law. Charlie, scientist name Charlie. So Charles law is the second law. So according to Charles law here, the volume is directly proportional to temperature. Volume is directly proportional to temperature. At constant pressure and the number of moles. Out of four measurable properties of the gases. Here, what are the measurable properties gases here? Measurable properties of the gases, number of moles, volume, pressure, and temperature. Now, relationship between what and what taken here? Volume and temperature. And what are constant here? Pressure is constant, number of moles constant. By keeping the mass of the gas constant, mass of the gas constant means what? Number of moles will be constant. Okay, for a given mass of gas means, the number of moles will be constant. That point keep in mind. So for the given mass of a gas, for a particular mass of a gas, the volume of the gas is directly proportional to what? Temperature of the gas at constant pressure. This is called what now? Charles law. Where we are taking capital T. Capital T indicates Kelvin temperature or centigrade temperature. It is Kelvin temperature. Capital T is what? Kelvin temperature. So Charles law states what? The volume of a given mass of gas is directly proportional to temperature, absolute temperature or Kelvin temperature at constant pressure and constant number of moles. And Boyle's law states what? The volume of a given mass of gas. The volume of a given mass of gas is inversely proportional to the pressure of gas, pressure of the gas at constant temperature. So these are what now important gas laws, Boyle's law and Charles law. Okay. So next here we have Gay-Lussac's law. Gay-Lussac. So Gay-Lussac's law. So according to Gay-Lussac's law, the pressure of gas is directly proportional to temperature. The pressure of the gas is directly proportional to temperature, absolute temperature. Now what is kept constant? A constant volume. A constant volume. Volume is kept constant. And also number of moles will be constant. A constant volume and number of moles. Number of moles constant meaning what? For the given mass of gas. For the given mass of gas means mass is kept constant. When mass is constant, mass by molecular mass, number of moles also will be constant. So like this here, the pressure of a given mass of gas, the pressure of a given mass of gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature, that is Kelvin temperature, at constant volume and number of moles. Okay, so that point we have to keep in mind. So it is relationship between pressure and temperature. So we can say pressure temperature law. Pressure temperature law. In some books it will be taken the Gay-Lussac's law as what? Charles law 2. It is Charles law 1. Charles law 1 will be taken this one. This will be taken as Charles law 2. So Charles law 1 means what? Volume temperature law. Volume temperature law. That is the relationship between volume of gas and temperature of the gas is given here. And this is called pressure temperature law. Pressure temperature law. That means relationship between what and what here? Pressure and temperature, absolute temperature. This is what now here? The relationship between pressure of the gas and temperature of the gas. Okay, next we have Avogadro's law. Avogadro's law. So according to this Avogadro's law, okay, volume of given mass of gas is there, means volume of gas, not given mass of gas here. Volume of the gas is directly proportional to number of moles. If more the number of moles, more will be volume. We know that at STP, 1 mole of gas occupies 22.4 liters. 2 moles of the gas will occupy 2 into 22.4 liters. When number of moles increases, the volume also increases. Okay, the number of moles and volume of the gas, how these two are related? Directly proportional to each other. Under what conditions? Under constant temperature and pressure conditions. So here what will be constant here? A constant temperature and pressure. So pressure and temperature both will be constant here. That means under similar conditions of temperature and pressure, under similar conditions of temperature and pressure, the volume of a gas is directly proportional to number of moles. Number of moles. When number of moles is more, number of molecules also more, no? When number of moles is more, number of molecules also will be more. Okay, 1 mole of gas occupies how many molecules? 1 mole of gas has how many molecules? 6.023 into 10 power 23 molecules will be present in 1 mole of the gas. If you increase the number of moles, if you take 2 moles, 2 into Avogadro number. If you take 3 moles of gas, 3 into Avogadro number. So more the number of moles, more will be number of molecules. Okay, so when number of moles is more, number of molecules is more, the volume also will be greater. So the volume of gas is directly proportional to number of moles, we can say, or directly proportional to number of molecules. Here capital N indicates what? Capital N indicates what? Number of molecules here. So volume of gas is directly proportional to number of molecules. Volume of gas is directly proportional to number of molecules at constant temperature and pressure. When temperature and pressure are constant, that means what we have to say? Under similar conditions of temperature and pressure, Avogadro's law states that under similar conditions of temperature and pressure, the volume of a gas is directly proportional to number of moles of the gas and also the number of molecules of the gas. More the molecules, more will be number of moles. More the number of moles, greater is the volume. Larger is the volume of the gas. So in this way, Avogadro's law we can state. So here all these gas laws are giving relationship between any two what? Measurable properties of the gas. So what are the measurable properties of the gas here? Number of moles number of moles, volume, pressure, and temperature. These are measurable properties of the gas. Okay. So now once again I'm defining all the gas laws. Tell me first one is what is Boyle's law? Boyle's law states what? Boyle's law states that the volume of a given mass of gas is inversely proportional to pressure of the gas. The volume of a given mass of gas is directly proportional to number of means pressure of the gas at constant temperature. At constant temperature. Okay. Volume of given mass of gas means number of moles also constant. Number of moles constant, temperature constant. These two, volume and pressure, are related inversely to each other. That is the Boyle's law. And second one is Charles' law. Okay, Charles' law states that the volume of a given mass of gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature, Kelvin temperature, at constant pressure and number of moles. Given mass of gas means constant mass. Constant mass means number of moles will be constant. So at constant pressure and number of moles, the volume of gas is directly proportional to its temperature. With increase in the temperature, the volume also will be increasing. With increase in temperature, the volume also will be increasing. That point keep it. Next, Gay-Lussac's law. Gay-Lussac's law is also called Charles' law 2. Gay-Lussac's law is also called Charles' law 2. It is called pressure temperature law. Pressure temperature law. So according to this pressure temperature law or Gay-Lussac's law, at constant volume and number of moles, the relation between pressure and temperature is given. So Gay-Lussac's law, otherwise Charles' law 2 or pressure temperature law states that the pressure of a given mass of gas, is directly proportional to what? Absolute temperature. So if you increase the temperature of the gas, pressure of the gas also increases. Okay, that's about what now here Gay-Lussac's law. Next, Avogadro's law states what here? Under similar conditions of temperature and pressure. That means at constant temperature and constant pressure, the volume of a gas is directly proportional to its number of moles, or the volume of the gas is directly proportional to the number of molecules present in the gas. More the number of molecules, more volume. More the number of moles, larger is the volume. So these are important laws of what? Gases. So they are called gas laws. Okay, ma? So these are important gas laws that about that we are going to discuss now. So tell me, so far we have discussed about how many types of gas laws? 4 types of gas laws. What are they? Boyle's law, Charles' law. Next what? Gay-Lussac's law and Avogadro's law. Okay, so the gas laws. The first one is what? Boyle's law here. First one is Boyle's law. The relationship between the volume and the pressure. The relationship between the volume and pressure is given by what? Robert Boyle in 1662. He found that increasing the pressure at constant temperature on a sample of gas causes the volume of the gas to be decreasing proportionately. That means what? The volume of the gas is observed to be decreasing when we are increasing what? Pressure on the gas. Okay, that is, if the pressure is doubled, suppose if the pressure is doubled, the volume becomes half. So how pressure and volume related here? Inversely related to each other, and so on. Boyle's law states that at constant temperature, the volume of a sample of gas, otherwise a given mass of gas, varies inversely. Varies means what? Changes. Varies meaning what? Changes inversely, indirectly with the pressure. So volume and pressure both are indirectly related to each other. That is what Boyle's law. See here, the volume of the gas is inversely proportional to what? Pressure. When temperature is kept constant. When temperature is kept constant, the volume and pressure, how they are related? Inversely proportional to each other. So the proportionality can be changed into an equality by introducing what? A constant K. A constant K. Proportionality constant K is introduced here. That is, here V is equal to K by P. Here V is directly proportional to 1 by P we have taken. V is proportional to 1 by P. Then V is equal to K into 1 by P. That is K by P. Okay. So now in this case, P into V. P into V is equal to K constant. P into V is equal to K. P into V means what? The product of pressure of the gas and volume of the gas. The product of pressure and volume of the gas is equal to constant. This is what now Boyle's law. Alternatively, Boyle's law can also be stated as follows. First one, what we defined, the volume of a gas, at constant temperature is inversely proportional to what? Its pressure. Volume of gas is inversely proportional to its pressure is first statement. And alternatively, Boyle's law can also be stated as temperature remaining constant. Means when the temperature is kept constant, the product of pressure and volume, P into V. The product of pressure and volume means what? P into V of a given mass of gas is constant. PV is equal to constant K. P into V is equal to what? Constant K. When temperature is kept what? Constant. The value of the constant K depends upon the amount of gas and the temperature. Based on amount of the gas and temperature, the proportionally constant K will be depending. That is, PV value depends. P into V, the product of P into V will be depending on what? The amount of the gas taken and temperature of the gas. Mathematically, it can be written as what? This second statement of Boyle's law can be written mathematically that P1 into V1, initial what? Pressure and volume. Initial pressure and volume we have taken. Some gas is taken, some gas sample is taken at given temperature and given amount of gas, suppose. In that case, initial pressure is what? P1. Initial volume is what? V1. Now P1 into V1, the product of pressure and volume initially is equal to P2 V2 equals to P3 V3. A P3 V3 at T3 temperature, T3 constant temperature. P2 V2 taken at constant temperature of T2. And P1 V1 taken at constant temperature of T1. Like this, at different constant temperatures, we have taken P1 into V1, that equals to P2 into V2, that equals to P3 into V3. You got this point now? At T1 temperature, at constant temperature T1, the pressure of the gas is taken as P1, volume of the gas is taken as V1. If you take the product of P1 and V1, we get some X value, suppose. Then we increase the temperature from T1 to T2. We increase the temperature from T1 value to T2, suppose. At T2 temperature, what is the pressure taken? P2. What is the volume taken? V2. At this second temperature, T2, constant temperature T2, now the product is what? P2 into V2 value again, X only will be there. It will not change. P1, V1 was observed to be X. P2, V2 also will be observed to be X. And also, we increase the temperature from T2 to T3 now. At T3 constant temperature again, the pressure is P3, volume is V3. Now, the product of pressure and volume, that is P3 into V3, again will be observed to be X only. That means what here? At constant temperature, when temperature is kept constant, the product of pressure and volume will be always constant. The product of pressure and volume will be constant. Next, if you take the plots, graphs, okay, plots of what? Volume versus pressure. Okay, so the volume of the given mass of gas and pressure, volume versus pressure. So volume is taken on y-axis, pressure is taken on x-axis. Okay, so now here on x-axis, it is initially origin point, okay. So here from zero pressure, it is increasing this side, increasing pressure. And from zero volume, it is increasing volume on y-axis, right? Now initially at this pressure, so at the particular pressure here, suppose you take this is the pressure here. Initially at this pressure value, what is the volume observed here? The volume observed is very high. The volume is very large at low pressure, this one, at low pressure. If you take high pressure here, at the high pressure here, at this high pressure value, the volume becomes what now here? Volume becomes what? Less. This volume became less. At low pressure, the volume is more. Volume is more. At high pressure, the volume became less. That means what here? When you increase the pressure, what happens to the volume? Volume is decreasing. Then we get rectangular hyperbola. This curve is what? Rectangular hyperbola. And what is kept constant here? Temperature kept constant. Temperature is kept constant. Mass also is kept constant. Mass is kept constant meaning what? Mass divided by molecular mass will give number of moles. So number of moles constant here, temperature is constant. In this condition, the volume versus pressure, the volume versus pressure is given by what now here? Rectangular, rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola we get here. And as we have plotted this graph at constant temperature, this type of graph is called isotherm. Isotherm. In the first curve here, first plot, it is called isotherm. Why? Isotherm means what? Therm means temperature, thermal. The word thermal belongs to a temperature. Isotherm means constant temperature. The graphs plotted at constant temperature are called what? Isotherms. Isotherms. Okay. So like this, we take what here, it is isothermal graph. And this curve shape is what? Rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola is obtained here. And now here we have taken volume versus 1 by P. Volume versus 1 by P. Okay. So if we go from this point to this point here, this point, this side, if we go from left to right on the x-axis, the pressure is decreasing, remember. Here 1 by P we have taken, not P. If we take P here, from left to right on the x-axis, the pressure increases here. If we take 1 by P here, the pressure will be decreasing from left to right on x-axis. Okay. So if we take relationship between volume and 1 by P, how these two related, volume and 1 by P? Directly. 1 by P and volume are directly proportional. But V and P inversely related. But V and 1 by P directly related. Directly related means what? Now here we get a straight line passing through origin. Straight line passing through origin we get here. Okay. It is also plotted at constant temperature. Na? Any graph plotted at constant temperature is called what? Ma? Isothermal or isothermal graph. Here. Now we are taking plot of PV, the product of pressure and volume. PV versus P. PV versus P. That means here the plot, what is the graph is what now here we are getting graph of a straight line parallel to x-axis. This straight line is exactly parallel to which axis? X-axis here. To the x-axis, this line is what exactly parallel. So the straight line parallel to x-axis is obtained here. If you plot a graph of PV versus P, not only P here, if we take P or V, anything here, we can take what here? P or V. So volume we can take here on x-axis or pressure we can take. Whatever you take, volume or pressure, whatever you take here on x-axis, the PV will give what now here? PV graph gives what here? A straight line parallel to x-axis. That means what here? So at this low pressure, at the low pressure on x-axis, the PV value this much. At high pressure on x-axis also, the volume means for the value of PV will remain constant again. The P into V value remains constant at low pressure and high pressure, whatever the pressure you take. So here PV versus P, otherwise PV versus V. In any case, we get a straight line parallel to x-axis. This point we have to keep in mind. So these are important graphs of what? Boyle's law. Okay. So the first curve shows what? The variation of volume, the change in volume of a given mass of gas with pressure at constant temperature. So first graph what we have taken there in previous case, volume versus pressure. V is inversely proportional to P at constant temperature. The shape of the curve is what? Rectangular hyperbola. What we got there? Rectangular hyperbola we got curve. And this curve is also called what? Isotherm. Isotherm. Next now here we have taken pressure versus volume. Anyhow, pressure and volume, how they are related? Inversely proportional. Whenever pressure and volume are inversely proportional and plotted a graph between them, we get rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola we get. Now here we have taken at constant temperature of T1, we got rectangular hyperbola of this. Okay, this curve is of what? Rectangular hyperbola at constant temperature T1. At constant temperature T2 we got this curve. At constant temperature T3 we got this curve. So at different temperatures, at different constant temperatures, we have got the rectangular hyperbolic curves. 3 curves we got. Now they ask you, which temperature is greater than which one? T1, T2, T3, which is greater than which one? So this is what here PV curve at constant temperature T1. It is PV curve, P versus V curve at constant temperature T2. It is a graph of P versus V at constant temperature T3. So in this case, what we'll do is that, so just you plot over here, just you graph, just you draw a vertical line on this x-axis, on x-axis. So here we are keeping what now volume constant here. By drawing this vertical line, we are keeping what constant here? Volume. So at this constant volume, we are taking, at this constant volume value, we are taking the things. Now here from this intersection point, you take one line like this towards y-axis. Okay, and here this line is of T1 na? This line is of T1. So when this line is of T1 here, you take this one as P1. This value is what? P1. So it is P1 value. On y-axis, this value is indicating what here? P1 value. For T1 curve, we got P1 value, suppose. And from this intersection point, you take one line towards y-axis. Again, this value will be taken as what? P2. P2. So P2 is what here? The second pressure value. At what curve here? At what curve? T2 curve. This is T2 curve na? From T2 curve we have taken this P2 value on y-axis. Between P1, P2, which is lower value on y-axis, P2 is lower, remember. Next. From this point again you take one more line towards what? Y-axis. So this value will give what now here? P3. Pressure 3. So this P3 is, the P3 value is taken from which line? T3 line. From T3 line we got this P3 value. Now here among the P1, P2, P3 on y-axis, which is lower value here? P3 is lower value. P3 is what? Lower value. When P3 pressure is lower, temperature will be lower at constant volume. This vertical line on x-axis indicating what? Keeping volume constant. When volume is kept constant, okay, pressure and temperature, these two are related directly. I told that Gay-Lussac's law. Gay-Lussac's law states what? Pressure is directly proportional to temperature when volume is kept constant. So that's why when volume is kept constant here, when P3 volume, P3 value on y-axis is lesser, suppose, this T3 value must be higher. T3 value must be higher generally. Is that clear, ma? So on this P3, on this y-axis, what we got here? P1, P2, P3 we got, right? When P3 value is lower, okay, this T3 also must be lower, na? T3 also must be lower, na? Why? Pressure and temperature both are directly proportional at constant what? Volume. At constant volume, the pressure and temperature both are directly proportional. When P3 on y-axis is less value here, automatically this T3 also must be taken lower value. So T3 is taken as what? Least here. And here the P1 value on y-axis is greater na here. P1 value on y-axis is greater na. This P1 is touching what? T1 line. T1 line. When P1 is higher value on y-axis, this T1 should be higher value na. T1 should be higher because this temperature and pressure both are directly proportional when volume is kept constant. When volume is kept constant. So in this way we have to understand what? T1, T2, T3, which is greater than which one we have to understand. So T1 is greater than T2, T2 is greater than T3. The first curve is showing what now here? Rectangular hyperbola. As all the curves are shown at constant temperature, they are called isotherms. Okay. Next, another plot is that PV versus P. P into V, the product of pressure and volume versus P. Here we get what? A straight line parallel to x-axis we get. Parallel to x-axis like this. Now here we have taken T1 temperature. At T1 temperature, what will be this value? P1 into V1. P1 into V1. At T2 temperature, it is P2 into V2 value. At T3 temperature, it is P3 into V3. P3 into V3. Okay, ma. So now here, among these here, when T1 value is lesser, this P1 into V1, P1 into V1 will be higher. When T1 value is lesser, low temperature, when low temperature of T1 is taken, At this, what happens now here? This P1 into V1 value will be higher. So P1 value, P1 into V1 is higher means, P1 into V1 is higher means this T1 should be higher. Okay, so this relation you remember here. So higher the position of this straight line parallel to x-axis, higher temperature, remember here in this case. So PV versus P we have taken. Next, now according to Boyle's law, pressure into volume, the product of pressure and volume is always constant K na? So at constant temperature, P into V is equal to constant. Now generally we know loss of logarithm. Okay, so here log of PV, log of AB is equal to what? Log A plus log B. Log of what? P into V is equal to what? Log P plus log V. So log P plus log V is equal to constant. Next, log P is equal to what? Log P is equal to minus log V plus constant. This plus log V we have taken this side. So minus log V. Okay, we have taken log P on which axis? Y axis. So it is Y axis now. So it is Y axis. So this is what now Y. On Y axis, what is taken here? Y coordinate is what? Log P. Log of P is taken at what? On Y axis. And here we know equation of straight line. Equation of straight line is equal to Y is equal to mx plus C. Y is equal to C plus mx. Okay. Here C is what? Intercept. M is what? Slope. X is what? X coordinate. So here X coordinate is what? Minus log V. Minus log V. Log V is what here? X coordinate. On X axis, what is taken? Log V is taken. On Y axis, what is taken? Log P is taken. According to equation of straight line, that is Y is equal to mx plus C. We have understood that Y coordinate is log P, X coordinate is log V. Then here it is minus log V, meaning what? Minus 1 into log V, na? Minus 1 into log V. That minus 1 is what now here? Negative slope. The slope M is equal to minus 1 here. The straight line with negative slope we get here. Straight line with negative slope. And the X coordinate is log V here taken. And C is what? Constant. X intercept here. Constant is what now here? This X intercept on Y axis. Okay. So intercept on Y axis. Intercept on Y axis is what here? This constant. So Y is equal to mx plus C. C is what here in this case? Intercept on Y axis. Okay. So according to this, we got what now? A straight line with negative slope when you plot a graph of log P versus log V. Okay. Next, the second law is what? Charles law. So according to Charles law, what it gives relationship between what? The volume and temperature. Volume and temperature of a given mass of gas at constant pressure. So what is relation between these two here? Volume and temperature directly related to each other at constant pressure here. Pressure is kept constant and mass is kept constant here. So this is what now here Charles law. So about the Charles law we'll discuss in the next class. Okay. So about the Boyle's law today you prepare well. Thank you, ma. Good day.